Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I am bringing you guys the second game in this JDL series that we're casting today. This is F-Logic versus Dragonus Gaming International. Not national, but international. Specifically the inter version of national, because INT sounds so much cooler than T.
10 seconds
Sorry. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start. If you guys haven't checked out the first game, go check it out. It was F-Logic versus Dragonus Gaming. You have a few moments to go check it out before I spoil it. And go ahead and check it out. Okay, cool, your time's up. Alright, so if you guys haven't checked it out, it was a game that went the way of Dragonus Gaming. F-Logic had a cool idea, but it was a greedy idea overall, or ended up being a greedy idea. They had a Sven, they didn't have a Sven, they had a Phantom Assassin, they had an Invoker who went cost Exort, and they also had somebody else who needed farm. I forgot who the other person was, but long story short, they couldn't find enough farm for the whole entire team, and Dragonus Inc. Gaming, they came online a lot faster. They had an Alchemist on their side, they had a Sven on their side, they had a good laning stage, they just had a really good time overall. So F-Logic weren't able to be as aggressive as they needed to be to help their lineup, and Dragonus just kind of pushed them to death, and it just worked out. So we're going to go into the bans. F-Logic do ban out the OD and also the Alchemist, who did cause them a lot of problems, so nice respect ban going that way. And Dragonus, they do ban out the Earth Spirit, or Easy Spirit as some people like to call him. Actually, nobody calls him that, but I like to call him that because it's an easy game. If he's on your team, it's like, oh, we got this. You also have a Doombringer on the side of Dragonus Gaming, and it's getting banned out. I guess they just don't like the sustain that he has in lane. I guess his sustain is insane. Oh man, I missed an opportunity. I guess I don't like the sustain that he has in lane because I guess it's quite insane. My main. Yo. Yeah, hashtag Dota rap. Alright, moving on. F-Logic do pick up the Invoker for their side this time around, and they also have the Gyrocopter on their side. Gyrocopter is somebody who got banned out last time around by Dragonus. Gyrocopter is somebody who does come online roughly, I wouldn't say at the same time as Alchemist. Alchemist still comes online faster than all the other carries if he has a really good laning stage, which he totally did. But Gyrocopter does come online a little bit sooner than other carries, but then he has this awkward gap where he's just not doing anything, and then he comes back online really hard as a hard carry. So Gyrocopter really nice to have in the lineups. He just helps you with your early stages of the game, has an awkward middle stage, but after you get past that, you're good. Juggernaut I think has a similar state, but Juggernaut's a little bit more actually no, Juggernaut's not. Yeah, Juggernaut's a little bit more effective in his awkward stage because his ulti can still kill you by itself, whereas Gyrocopter just kind of slows you down and makes you feel bad. So, we'll see how Dragonus decides to respond to the Gyrocopter. They do ban out the Tusk. We also see F-Logic banning out the Dazzle and the Queen of Pain, both collectively. So Dazzle, really annoying support to have to go against. You do not want to dive a team when they have a Dazzle because he just shallow graves the person you're diving and lulls as he heals, bombs you, and drops a slow, and then you're just like, crap, I guess I'll just die. And Queen of Pain, a very annoying mid to have versus an Invoker. I have seen I've seen enough games to say that I think Queen of Pain loses versus Invoker, but this is a very slight edge towards the Queen of Pain because she has more mobility. But in all the games I've seen, for some reason, Queen of Pain ends up losing versus the Invoker. Maybe I just watched the wrong games. Maybe I just assumed Queen of Pain's supposed to win and then she's supposed to lose. I need to go look up my Dota facts on mids, but for the most part, Queen of Pain getting banned out by F-Logic, so they don't want to get that Invoker that challenge. I think I know what it is. I think Invoker just can turn a gank on Queen of Pain faster than she can turn a gank on Invoker because she's usually being aggressive, and if she can't get the kill, then she just kind of dies. So that's why I think I've seen Invoker win these games a lot because his War of Attrition seems to be better. I don't know. I'll figure it out some other time. But for right now, she's not going to be in this game. We also have the Tusk and the Darkseer getting banned out by Dragonus. Tusk, very annoying support, one who just kind of wants to be in your face, just like comes in like a wrecking ball or a snowball, as Miley Cyrus would not say it, and just like rolls all over your face and just punches you in the air and just kicks you all over the place. Just being a big old meanie. Just go drink a beer and leave me alone. But for the most part, he's getting banned out. Really annoying support, and I think he's due for a nerf. I don't know if he's received his nerf yet, but he's probably going to be due for a nerf very soon. Darkseer getting banned out as well by Dragonus. I think this is the second time they banned the Darkseer, so they just flat out do not like playing against them. And F-Logic, Dragonus, they do have the Nature's Prophet and Vengeful Spirit, two people we saw get played last time around. Not really much to talk about outside of they went for a nice, crazy little quirky, let's push and just keep pushing, and hey, I got an idea, let's push them more. So their push strat was strong with this one. We'll see if F Logic can get some more defensive supports who can actually deal with the push. And I like Zeus. I like Zeus as a pickup. Not as a support, but as a... Ooh. Oh, man. Alright, excuse me. Actually, I had to clear my throat. Okay, so this makes it a little bit tricky. I'm going to talk about it in a second before we see more picks, but Silencer got picked up by Dragonus and also Spirit Breaker, so they're going to go ahead and try to go for a more ganky type strat. Having the Spirit Breaker, having the Nature's Prophet, that opens them up to having a Spectre as well. If they go for that, they're going to have a full-on, we're jumping into every fight, all in, let's do this team strat. And those team fight strats usually lose a little bit to push strats, but they have the Nature's Prophet on Dragon's side, so he can push too. So I'm thinking if F Logic go for something like an anti-mage, they might do okay. And they probably won't do the best in the world because Silencer is there. He can counter the anti-mage to a certain extent, but anti-mage can still blow him up. I would like to see an anti-mage on F Logic's side. I will say that much because I think he'll work really well with their lineup. But all said and done, the Zeus was picked up by F Logic. That means that they have a Zeus for potentially support. And Zeus support, I've seen it. I mean, it's not as cool as Zeus mid. Zeus mid is like the baller of all Zeuses. It's like the god of all gods. Just his damage output is just so ridiculous, and I think it'll be really useful in these games. But it looks like they're gonna have Zeus play support, and the only reason why I say that is because if they do, hopefully decide to go for a Quas Wex Invoker instead of a Quas Exort Invoker, they should have a well balanced lineup where Zeus deals all the damage, Invoker will be there to just like break up the fights and just be disruptive and maybe pick off a Vengeful Spirit or Silencer or two. And then you have Gyrocopter having all the space he needs while everybody's distracted. He'll be there farming like a baller. So hopefully they decide to go for that augmentation in the lineup. I don't know. And okay, it looks like they won't. Yeah. Yeah, these lanes are gonna be interesting. So Juggernaut's gonna be playing the safe lane, Invoker is gonna be playing either off lane or mid lane, and Zeus is either gonna be playing a support, and Gyrocopter is gonna be playing a support, or maybe they have two carries. How it's matching up right now, F Logic has some shenanigans possibly going on. Because if you want to break it down even further to other possibilities, because I don't know what they're going to go for. Like, it's really hard to tell what they're going to go for with these picks. You have the Invoker who can technically play offlaner. You have the Zeus who can technically play support. And he'll be supporting Juggernaut, and Gyrocopter can go mid. But I think that's way weaker than Invoker mid or Zeus mid. So hopefully they don't do that. They'll be like super weak. Because Gyrocopter mid just drops a rocket and like, yeah, within your face, and then he dies. So hopefully they decide to go for a carry. Dragonus do very smartly ban out the Shadow Shaman, a support who has a lot of control, and it'll be really useful in these fights. And F Logic ban out the Slark, surprisingly. So they don't want their supports getting picked off. They don't want those ganks to go through. I mean, still you got the Spirit Breaker, but they do open themselves up for something like a Spectre to get picked up. But that might give them the space that they need for these fights. Then again, she can just show up to every single fight, so she's technically never out of the fight. I also think this is perfect time for Dragonus to get uber greedy because the amount of response coming from F Logic is going to be relatively weak if they go for a support Zeus. He can drop a lightning bolt or two, but he'll be out of mana at that point. Juggernaut can drop a spin and run away. Gyrocopter and Invoker, if he's not Quas Wex, I don't know if he's going to have the best of games this game. So we'll have to see how these, like I keep saying, because F Logic have so many possibilities, but none of them are as strong as a Quas Wex Invoker. Maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. You know what? I am just biased. I just want to see Quas Wex Invoker. Let me admit that. But I think Quas Wex Invoker would fit perfectly in this lineup. Let me just state that as many times as I can before it happens. And then you'll be like, CulBlu, you're a prophet. I'll be like, yes, I'm a natural prophet. A nature's prophet, if you will.
10 seconds remaining.
I keep forgetting you guys can't see my face. Damn it. Sorry, I was doing like a little smug face. And yeah, okay, it wasn't there. Alright, whatever. And Dragonus go for an Ursa. Okay, cool. So we're gonna see Fuzzy Wuzzy get into those fights and do some stuff. Ursa really nice versus pretty much everybody. I mean, he can take quite a bit of punishment with or without an Aghanim Scepter because of his enrage. And the burst damage from Zeus is probably not going to be enough to burst him down. So maybe they can burst him before it happens. But Dragonus have all the space in the world right now. They have the Spirit Breaker to create space. They have the Nature's Prophet to split push. They have the Silencer to drop his global to maybe stop Invoker from escaping, or Zeus for dropping the ult or something. So there's a lot of kill potential on Dragonus gaming side, and F Logic, I mean, yeah, they're gonna have a really interesting game. Let me just put it that way. Like I don't want to count them out at all. I don't ever want to count out a team during the draft phase, but like this draft doesn't look nearly as strong as the draft of Dragonus right now, because Dragonus have all their stages covered as last time. So let's see. Alright, so we'll have to see how the teams decide to respond and who picks up what. I think Tizzo plays an offlaner, so we're going to see an offlane invoker. I think, did he? Let me check. Let me make sure. Refresh. Thank you, by the grand glory of... Oh no, Tizzo played mid. Okay, Tizzo played mid invoker. Their offlaner was Malaga. So Zeus, okay, Zeus offlane? What? I didn't consider Zeus offlane. Interesting. Anywho, let me go in new direction so we can see what the lanes decide to be. I'm done predicting what's going to happen because I'm probably going to be wrong either way. So I'll save this, and there's actually that. Caster's Curse, that's what they call it. So I start off introduction, start off on this Vengeful Spirit. We have Hell playing that VS. Moving over to this Ursa, we see the one and only Mojo playing that Ursa. That Ursa. I guess it's like saying that Ursa. And on this Silencer, we see ourselves Percent playing the Silencer. Spirit Breaker being controlled by the one and only Meow Meow. The best of Meows is the two of them, I guess. And Nature's Prophet is going to be handled by Sleep. So we'll see if he's asleep at the wheel or not. More in 5 minutes. JK. Moving to the side of the F-Logic squad, or the Dire side, we see DVG playing that Juggernaut. And I think DVG played their safe lane carry last time. Well, that Phantom Assassin. We see Tizjo, who is playing that Invoker, who will be going mid, playing that Invoker. Shivaya, Chavakia, Czechoslovakia. Okay. We see Shiva playing that Earthshaker, who I'm assuming is going to be playing off lane. It has... No, just... Okay, roaming support, sure. And then we got Zeus being controlled by Elfin, who is playing a support. Interesting. So we see a support support Zeus. And Gyrocopter, who is going to be playing in the... Oh, aggressive tri-lane. Ha! Did not consider that at all. Milo's playing that Gyrocopter, playing in an aggressive tri-lane. Okay, I like this idea. This is a cool idea. So the idea for F-Logic is to basically get as many kills as possible in Gyrocopter so they can go ahead and just span and just control everything as fast as possible. If they can get a few good ganks on top of Ursa, then Ursa will have the worst of games. And actually if they can get a pickoff kill on top of Vengeful Spirit, it'll be great. They do have Observer around the corner, so they should see the VS. They're going to go ahead and rotate into position. VS, I don't know if she saw him or not, but she's just like, nope, I don't feel good about this. Something don't feel right. And she actually walks, jukes left, jukes right, does her dance on them hoes. She don't Spider-Man. No Mo. Or sorry, she don't Superman no Mo. She's Spider-Man that hoe. Anyway, Earthshaker going to drop the Fizz. They're going to go for a kill on top of Earthshaker. Not Earthshaker. Ursa. Not the Shaker, but the Sa. And Ursa's going to be forced to back all the way away. Has a few tangos. I mean, he could eat himself a path away. Looks like, no, he's okay, he's going to be stuck over here. Getting zoned so hard. And Zeus actually scouts him out. They do see him. Earthshaker showing up. He has no mana for Fissure. He will have it in another 25 seconds. They're going to try to trap him in. Trying to go for the kill. Here comes Garcop. The Rocket Barrage is pretty strong, but looks like Vengeful Spirit will be helping split the damage. Mojo might be in trouble. He will be going down here in a few seconds. They can get a few more right clicks. There's the Fissure. That's what we're looking for. That's the stuff. But looks like Rocket Barrage is not complying at all. Garcop is so sad he only has 300 attack range. Bro, 365, my bad. So no kill coming out of that. Impressive juking coming out from the Ursa. I mean, I thought it should have been a dead Ursa, but between the Rocket Barrage only being level 1 and getting split between VS and Ursa, it was enough to keep Ursa alive, and Ursa able to survive. Fuzzy Wuzzy will continue to be some more here very soon. And actually, look at the Spirit Breaker. He did start charging down bottom, but he canceled it. So he will be able to charge here in another few seconds as soon as he gets 6 more mana, and I'll be in about what 3-4 seconds. No, sorry, 12. Really, 12 seconds? I can't do math. 0.6 versus 6. 10 seconds? Oh, thanks for laughing at my math, prophet jerk. Anywho, top lane is going to be controlled by the squads that you see here. So Juggernaut's going to be hanging out for the Dire. And so F-Logic going to have Juggernaut. Now we got Nature's Prophet hanging out up here too. Just having so much fun being all by himself. They're both solo farming essentially. Juggernaut can't really stop the Nature Prop from pulling, and vice versa. Meanwhile, Spirit Breaker shows up. Here's Zeus, has a nuke available. Now we're actually gonna get it. Oh, First Blood almost happened in mid. Invoker doing quite a bit of damage to the Zeus. Sorry, to the Silencer. Silencer almost went down. And Spirit Breaker actually charged, but he got canceled. Was it a stun, or did he just cancel it? Oh no, I think he just canceled it. And now VS is gonna be on the run. Earthshaker has a Fissure available. It's gonna go ahead and try to wait. Maybe wants the VS to go do something stupid. Looks like Hell gonna feel very confident in his pathing game. He will not fall for the trap. And it's really difficult for these guys to go for a kill. I mean, I suspect they want to kill Mojo really badly, but the follow-up response is gonna be pretty strong. I think that should hit now while Spirit Breaker has no charge. I don't know if they know this, but they should. Anyway, nice little early bash, and here comes the damage on top of the Earthshaker. They're playing a little bit too defensively for my likings, but they're going to go for the damage. Spiritbreaker taking quite a bit of damage, but keep in mind, he has one of the highest strength, base strengths in the game. Actually, is it? No, he has one of the highest base strengths in the game. I think that's true. No. One of the highest, right? Not the highest, but one of the highest. And I think his base damage is high because of that too. I know Train Protector has the highest base damage. It's like 150 or something like that. Something stupid. It's okay, not that stupid, but close enough. But yeah, going back down bottom, F-Logic really want to be aggressive, but they can't. Well, not they can't, but they're not being aggressive, which kind of sucks a lot because their lineup really requires them to be aggressive. Like Gyrocopter needs a few rocket barrage kills. I'm a little bit surprised he actually didn't go for missile, because missile would have been a nice thing to follow up and maybe get an extra stun on top of people. And with people like Ursa, is going to just annoy him to all hell. Meanwhile, mid, we got Invoker versus the Silencer. Silencer actually taking a little bit of damage. Invoker really wants a Sunstrike, but got his mana drained a little bit too low. So looks like he will be just throwing a few more right clicks. And actually, he drops himself a Cold Snap. If Cold Snap lands, actually, Cold Snap does land. Beautiful play coming from Tish Joe. And now we got charge from a Spiritbreaker hanging out. He's going to go all the way mid. All the way mid, because why not? And yeah, that's a nice well-timed Cold Snap. Nice play from him. Meanwhile, up top, we got Juggernaut and Prophet just having the best of times, being the best of bros. Look at them. Look at them. Just fist bumping together. Fist bump. Or sword slash. Same thing. And now we got Vincent Spirit chasing after the Earthshaker, who actually drops the Fissure, trying to wait for the rune. The rune does come through. It's going to be a bounty rune. Actually, he picks it up. He will lose his life, though. That's not going to be all that worth it. He does lose 200 gold for that, so not the most worth thing in the world. Ursa did get the kill too, so that makes it a little bit worse. I mean, just add insult to injury. Speaking of insults and injuries, we got Spiritbreaker with a haste rune because he needs a haste rune, right? And now he's going to go and chase the Juggernaut. Juggernaut actually about to be out of here in a few seconds. Looks like they're not going to commit. No TP support coming out from F-Logic. I don't even know if the supports have TPs. Looks like Earthshaker, he does have a TP. He's actually going to... Did he just use it? Yeah, he just used it to get down bottom. So no TP support coming from Juggernaut. They are going to come down bottom, though. And another Fissure coming out from Earthshaker here in 5 seconds time. Ursa going to go all in. Spiritbreaker charging. They're going to go for the kill. Gyrocopter will be the penalty kill. Oh, nice save coming up from Gyrocopter, or coming from Earthshaker. Trying to go all in. Actually, the chain stuns are massive. Actually gets a kill because of that. Or helps Zeus get a kill because of that. And here comes the chain stuns. Gyrocopter coming in. They're going to go for the Ursa. If they can kill Fuzzy Wuzzy, it will be great. Looks like he will be finally falling down. Now Spiritbreaker will be the follow-up kill. They need another stun. They need some more nukes. Zeus has nothing but a smoke of deceit. He can be very deceitful, but looks like they do get the kill. Gyrocopter and crew will be able to back away. I think at this point you pop the smoke of deceit and let Gyrocopter run. It's like, okay, no, he's gonna go ahead and just walk away. So a beautiful chain of events for F-Logic. Their aggressive tri-lane's finally getting aggressive, finally getting stuff done. And we see the gold graph probably gonna head towards their way a little bit. Oh, it was in their way. Oh, it was their way for a while. Wow, really? True story. So Drago not getting as much farm. The Alchemist really making a difference last game. The gold graph was way in favor of Drago for a long time last game, and no towers have fallen. But this game, F-Logic are getting what they need. So they oh wow, I didn't realize how well Invoker's doing mid. Invoker 28 last hits versus a Silencer who's only doing 12 last hits. Holy crap. Invoker having the best of times in the world. Spiritbreaker charging mid, trying to go for a gank, but looks like he's not going to be able to have it. Instead, just more damage getting done to Invoker. Invoker will be forced to stand still. Spiritbreaker does have a build. Oh no, they're going to go for the Earthshaker. Or they're going to go for the Silencer. Silencer Shaker. Earth Silencer. And the pings do come through. They're rotating mid, or they're rotating towards something. Zeus will be the one getting picked off. Nice dodge. He's going to be able to juke left, but I don't know if he can juke right. Ursa's going to go all in. It's going to be a nice Zeus for dinner. The dinner of the gods is what they call it. You know, Prophet going to go and steal himself a kill. He actually gets himself a double kill because of that. Killed out the Earthshaker, who was hanging out mid, I'm assuming. Yep, he's hanging out mid, getting chased down. And we see the damage getting done all over the place. Forge Spirits, wrong team. So just right click. So Spiritbreaker was chasing him. Nature's Prophet picking off 2 kills for himself because, hey, he needs farm. Speaking of needing farm though, Juggernaut 30 last hits, Invoker 30 last hits. I mean, the whole entire dive squad are farming pretty well. Bottom lane, Gyrocopter did fall down, finally. And now we got Zeus and crew not able to protect him enough. Earthshaker was dead that whole entire time. But Spiritbreaker is charging straight in on top of the Zeus, so he needs to be very careful. He really wants his kill, does not need to be greedy. Instead, he's going to be forced to back away. Has another Arc Lightning, but it's not going to matter too much when you're dead. Here comes the Earthshock, here comes the damage as well. And Zeus dropping the damage. Oh, beautiful Fissure from Earthshaker. Almost able to keep his ally alive, but looks like it's not going to be enough. Prophet TP's down bottom just to help out with the kill. Speaking of helping out with the kill, and Silencer? No? Okay, I thought Invoker was going on Silencer, but apparently not. Apparently not. But the Fissure almost enough to keep Zeus alive. And you know, for all the crap that they gave F-Logic's lineup, saying, oh man, this lineup's so greedy, they have no clear path. Juggernaut has been free farming this whole entire time, essentially. Like, he can basically build whatever the heck he wants. Has phase boost finished up, so he's looks like he's going to be going for the jump for endurance. So super speedy Juggernaut is going to be at the ready soon. Meanwhile, Ursa, he only has phase boots and probably working towards our Morbid Mask, so he can go ahead and go for Roche. And Spirit Breaker, he has 1 kill. He's been involved in 3. He's been involved in 3 so far, so he's been helping his team out get those kills. So the ganks are going the way of Drago, but overall F Logic have been doing relatively well. Have been doing relatively well for themselves. Goldgraph's going to show us in favor of F Logic, but not by much. And once we see towers start to fall, that's when we're going to see the game just blow up and go in fully in somebody's favor. I think Roche is going to be the next target. Looks like Spirit Breaker going to go ahead and charge mid because, hey, why not? They're going to go for the Invoker. This might be a nice kill. Oh yes, this will be a beautiful kill. Spirit does have the ulti, or has the stun available. Initial Prophet popping the ulti, just get a little bit more damage on top of the Invoker. First stun coming through on top of the Invoker. No TP support coming in from F Logic just yet. Looks like Invoker is going to be all by his lonesome. He will be going down. And just losing his life in a very anticlimactic way. You don't want to die like that. I mean, that's not a way to die. It's like such a sad way to die. He did so much. Tried so hard. Got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Meanwhile, Ursha can walk around the side. He actually might be able to get a Fidget. Let's see if he can snipe him off. He's going to wait for it. He sees the Ursa. Can they get it? Oh, they should be able to get it. Yes, the stun from Ursha is going to come here in a few seconds. Yes, it does. Falls on the right side, too. Ursa will be going now. Oh, Zeus shows up. Okay, Zeus, might want to run, bro. Oh, no, Zeus, run, bro. He drops a lightning bolt. He drops it just in time. Gets the kill. Oh, man, Fuzzy Wuzzy was about to go all in on top of that Zeus's face. Like, I don't care if you're God, bro. I'm a wreck your stuff. And Zeus has no regen outside of a bottle, so he's just relying on that rune. And just look how much damage, like, it was just right clicks. Holy crap, that's a ton. As in what, 2 swipes, 3 swipes? Or say he got 4 off, but I think that was because of the double counter. Interesting. Charge going down bottom from Spirit Breaker. They do see it, they do scout it up pretty hard. So they're gonna go ahead and back away. And they do ping. I think maybe Spirit was saying, or somebody was saying, hey, they're charging. Hey bro, they're charging. Meanwhile, VS is hanging out up top with the Ursa. And they do scout it out. Juggernaut's going to be all by his lonesome. Has his ulti available. He's only level 9. So level 2 ulti is not available yet. But he's been having a relatively good time farming. So I expect to see some impressive things. Speaking of impressive things, we got Invoker going toe-to-toe with his Prophet and the Silencer. They're not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Invoker's trying to actually turn around, go for the kill. They're going to get a turnaround kill on top of the Prophet, which I think is a very valuable kill. And now here's Juggernaut. Has the ulti available. This is going to be all Silencer all the time. Going to drop the ulti before the rune does not get picked up in time. Actually, oh no, the rune did get picked up in time. Oh no, it got bottled. Okay, awkward moment. First world problems for Silencer. Really wishes he didn't have a bottle, because if the illusions popped, maybe Juggernaut wouldn't have killed him, but it would be very unlikely, because I mean, there's only 3 illusions, and it's not that hard to kill all the illusions. Like 1 wave of terror will probably end his life at that point. So really nice stuff. Rotations from F Logic are there finally. Yes. The thing I was complaining about the whole entire time last game. Speaking of rotations, Spirit Breaker in a lot of trouble. He's actually going to be going down here in a second. He's actually charging right into the fight. Wants to get himself some type of kill, but instead he just walks very slowly to a grave in the ground. Meanwhile, they're scouting around the corner trying to see if they can find any other supports. Zeus and crew not able to find Jack Squat. They do have a TP coming in though. Earthshaker Fissure's online. It's ready. He's going for it. Nope. There goes the swap from on top of Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter has a support available on the backside. Silencer not able to do Jack Squat. He's not going to be able to get the kill. Oh, the damage is right there. Looks like Gyrocopter going to be able to die. No, magic 1 in 4 seconds. Oh, will he survive? Oh my gosh. No, okay, he dies. Sorry guys. Oh man, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, oh my gosh, Gyrocopter, if you don't die, I swear to God, I'm just gonna like quit Dota and just like stop casting forever. Oh my gosh, I would have been pissed for you, Silencer. I'm glad you got the kill percent, because I would have been pissed for you. All right, moving on from my emotions aside, Gyrocopter did get picked off, so it was a worthwhile gank. Vengeful Spirit, she didn't lose her life in that fight, so that's really good. That means that she wasn't as suicidal as she usually is, and more gold going their way. So hey, why not? Why not? F Logic do still have the gold advantage. No towers have gone down just yet, if I'm not mistaken. And so this will be the first tower going Drago's way. So the push, they are invested in the push, and they're also invested in the Prophet too. Midas did go his way. Meanwhile, Juggernaut going to invest in a nice little Battle Fury. Shadow Blade would have been cool too, but Battle Fury makes a lot more sense. He has all the room in the world to farm. Invoker's doing well enough to where, and is this a Quaswax? That's Quassack Sword. Invoker's doing well enough to where he can actually help carry the game, and Gyrocopter's tri-lane is doing really well. A lot better than what I was kind of expecting it. Actually, I wasn't expecting to do a tri-lane in the first place, but a lot better than what I was expecting initially. And now they got a nice little kill on top of Prophet. This will be a big pick-off. Hand of Midas, is it on cooldown? Ah, disappointment, shame, guilt. That's what that is. That's what that is. Hand of Midas was on cooldown for 10 seconds when Prophet died, so gold being lost essentially right now. Meanwhile, rotation does come mid. They are going to go ahead and push their own tower. So tower for tower. Gold graph is going to be shown in favor of F Logic, of course. XP. Or sorry, XP is shown way in favor of F Logic. They have been getting their farm. Really surprising. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, it makes a lot of sense. Juggernaut and Invoker are the highest levels on this map. They should be. They better be. If they're not, I'm going to be a little bit upset. Top tower trade does happen, and Ursa almost has his Vladimir's offering. Actually, he does have his Vladimir's offering finished up. Just needs to have the courier to fly it out to him. And he can actually go for Roshan here very soon. So taking a look at the items, Silencer's going for a nice item that I guess, I feel like we don't see this item enough. Like, I feel like we should see more Rod of Atosis. Like, it's just a really good item overall in my opinion. But it's a really nice item as far as keeping people slowed down, like the Gyrocopter when we go for chase. And before we continue talking about that, we got a lot of people heading down bottom for the Dire and a lot of people heading down bottom for the Radiant. We're about to see a big old team fight break out. Just a classic big old shit fest, like poop everywhere. Just diarrhea all over the place, just on the walls, splattered. So we're going to start with the Zeus. He's getting charged. Nice little stun coming out for Earthshaker. He actually drops the follow-up stun, but there's a nice silencer dropping the ulti. Stopping the rest of the builders coming out from the Radiant side. Now Zeus gets invisible just in time, because why not? And just one Earthshaker. Wow, I'm disappointed. So the global was blown for that. And Zeus, he did get an invis room, so he's going to be able to scout out all these people around the corner. They can see if they can judge the fight and see if they can go for it. Our Gaukov's going to initiate with the ulti, dropping down, actually catching everybody. Juggernaut actually getting a few pieces of abilities. There goes the damage on top of Ursa and crew. There's one person down, two person down, three people down. Sunstrike from Invoker falling just to help out, but looks like they will be able to get themselves a team wipe essentially. Prophet did try to... Did you have Shadow Blade? No. I don't know what that was. Yeah, Prophet just getting caught off. And yeah, almost a team wipe. Silencer the only person not to die in that fight. And this game definitely not going the way Drago wanted to go. Their lineup really relies on Ursa, not necessarily snowballing, but doing well enough to where he can carry his team. And right now it's looking like Silencer's going to have to be the carry, and that's really bad considering that he had a crap game versus the Invoker. He has been keeping up in the farm though, only died twice. And Invoker did do really well in the last hits, but Invoker, keep in mind, has a Hand of Midas, so his goal is going to be set back a little bit, but it's going to be boosted up here very soon. We're going to see that Hand of Midas gold come into play here very soon. Almost has a whole entire Yule Scepter Divinity finished up, so Tornado Stick almost online. Meanwhile, we got Earthshaker again charged on. He's going to get wrecked here very soon. Nice little gank coming up for the Radiant squad, but keep in mind, the more Earthshaker gets ganked like that, the more time Juggernaut has to farm, and he built a full Battle Fury. So full Battle Fury is finished out for Juggernaut. That means that nobody's really bothering him. If Earthshaker dies instead of Juggernaut, I'm all for that. I think F Logic are doing fine right now. Of course, you don't want your Earthshaker to die, but now they have some information saying, hey, maybe there's a ward over here. Like, guys, maybe there's a ward over there, which there is. Speaking of things that are important, Juggernaut dropping that healing ward because you want to stay nice and healthy in these fights. TP coming out from Silencer. Gonna go ahead and TP down bottom with the rest of his squad, and looks like they're trying to go for Roche. They're pinging it. So yeah, Dire are all on this. F Logic are ready for this. We got Zeus at the ready, just trying to kill all the observer wards except for that one, because you know that one deserves to live. And actually, no sentry wards around the corner. Courier, bring the smoke of the seat. I heard a Sunstrike. Where'd it go? I heard it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Sunstrike. We need like a Sunstrike like icon on the mini map to just like show a Sunstrike happen, because this is really annoying to try to find a Sunstrike when I don't know what's happening. Yeah, that was a Sunstrike, but I missed it because you know. My luck. Anyway, Juggernaut continuing to farm, like I said. He is level 13, so level 2 of his ulti is online. Taking a look at the net worth, you see he is at the top of the graph, and so is Invoker, which is actually really, really good considering that Gyrocopter is so damn close to Ursa. I thought Ursa had an okay... No, he didn't have an okay game. You want Ursa to have an okay game. You want Ursa to be ahead of the secondary carry, if there is a secondary carry. But he's actually below the secondary carry. And by below, I mean pretty hard. He's like down there. Like not that great right now. Anyway, they're pinging Roche. I don't know if this means they want to Roche on or they want to steal it, but Juggernaut and crew are going to be able to take it, and they drop the healing ward above on the high ground. And Juggernaut is in range of it, but looks like he's taking quite a bit of damage. We see the rotation coming in. Wave of Terror does scout it out. So they are going to be seeing the Roche happen. We got Spirit Breaker charging in immediately on top of nothing. Yeah, nothing. So they will back away. And Dragonus just needs to get healed up by the healing ward, but it's actually in a very awkward spot right now. Like, he's trying to get healed up by the healing ward, but he's taking damage. Oh, it looks like he will be dying. Oh no, you don't want him to die right now. A very unfortunate way for him to die. He's actually going to turn and go for the man fight. Silencer forced to back away. Has a haste rune available, but hey, who really cares? Dragonus dies in the midst of battle. An awkward series of events. Definitely an awkward series of events. Like, that was not what you want to have happen. There was no reason for Dragonus to die in that fight. Outside of the fact that his healing ward was on the high ground. So F Logic just kind of gave up Roche to the Drago, and I don't know if there's much they can do about it. Dragon's going to be here in 33 seconds, 32 seconds, and Zeus dropping the ulti, but sees, I mean, Ursa says, hey, I don't see why I can't go for Roche right now. Gonna go and take the Aegis. Good guy F Logic, helping Roche, or helping them Roche, because why not? And they're pinging that bottom tower. They want it. Drago, no, it's time to go. First Aegis is going their way. Ursa's working on looks to be a BKB or Sanjin Yasha. I've seen a few Ursas go for Sanjin Yashas. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess it gives you more chase potential, and the maim is really nice. But I like the idea of BKB on Ursa in this game because there's just so much control. I mean, you have Zeus, Gyrocopt. Pretty much everybody has annoying magic for Ursa to deal with. So having that magic immunity would be really nice, especially once you want to hit your or if you want to hit your stride fast. So, taking a look at the items on the map again, just to see how everybody's progressing. There is an Orchis coming up on Prophet. Wow, interesting. So you got an Orchis coming up on Prophet. I guess this is to help out with the solo kills on top of Juggernaut and the likes, or his likes and hates. Juggernaut is working on what looks to be his Mantis style. Hopefully it's a Mantis style, not a Sanjin Yasha. I think in this game a Mantis style would be better overall because you can get rid of the Silencer's ulti and maybe pop an ability. You know, you make it lucky. Tornado Stick fully finished up for the Invoker. And really? Oh, it's a range creep. Okay, just trying to kill the range creep with stacking. Damn, that thing is staying alive. Look at that thing. Holy crap. Will it die? Will it die? Okay, it's gonna die. Alright, yeah, it's dead. Alright, okay, cool. I don't know, the Silencers... Yeah, that was really weird, because it looks like it wasn't ticking damage initially, but then it started ticking damage. That was really weird. I need to read the notes on all this, because I don't think... Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Silencer's Curse of Silence doesn't tick on the first ticks. Anyway, first few ticks, who really cares? So Nature's Prophet going to be going down. Juggernaut dropping the ulti because, hey, why not? A kill's a kill's a kill. So F Logic going to have more space getting created. Meanwhile, Sunstrike from Invoker, I hear it. I just didn't see it. Oh, there it is, at the rune. I saw the Vengeful Spirit. I caught it this time, boys. Yes! CulBlu. Improving and casting one team fight at a time. Hell yeah. Oh man, look at that gold graph. Holy crap. So, just essentially one Roche fight caused that problem. So, they were ahead by a lot. That's one Roche fight, one tower. Going the way of Drogo. And also the kill on Juggernaut. I don't think Juggernaut was worth that much, but he did have a lot of reliable or unreliable gold going his way. So they did take a nice little... They did snatch away a whole entire huge portion of that gold. Was it reliable gold? I think when you die, it takes your reliable gold away. Like, it steals your reliable gold. Either you're reliable or unreliable. I think it's... I don't know. I can't remember. Reliable gold is what you get from creeps and stuff. And unreliable is what you get from... Wait. Ah, man. The technicalities kill me every time. I always get it mixed up. It's either one way or the other way, where reliable gold is what you get from creep kills, and unreliable gold is what you get from hero kills / tower kills? Yeah, okay, I need to look that up. That's gonna bother me until I figure it out now. Alright, so far the draft from F Logic is looking like it's holding up pretty well. They are scaling okay into the later parts of the game. They do have the level advantage, which is going to be uber important for them. They did unfortunately lose that one awkward fight where Juggernaut just kind of died. Roshan did half of the work. And Ursa almost has a BKB now, so the damage output from F Logic is going to be really reliant on Juggernaut and Gyrocopter. And Gyrocopter, he's starting to come online. He's not there yet though. Sanjin Yasha is going to be probably one of the items that's to trigger to show that he's starting to turn on, like he's getting ready to get turned up and do some damage. But I think MKB needs to be picked up for him very fast because otherwise his damage output is going to be really abysmal. We have Silencer. He has a Rod of Atos working on a Sheep Stick. So multiple ways to disable people is going to be really nice, especially if you can drop a sheep stick on top of that Juggernaut. And Zeus is working on the Ether Lens, so he almost has enough gold for it, and actually now he has enough gold for it. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and get that purchased up. And Earthshaker, no Blink Dagger yet, but he just can't keep dying. Why you always dying? Why the F you dying, bro? Why you always dying? So Shiva on the Shaker, working on a Blink Dagger. We'll be having it soon. Only 5 deaths going to his name. Not too bad. Speaking of Blink Daggers, Invoker has one finished up fully. So his gold income, or his income, is starting to kick in really hard right now. Outside of that, I mean, BKB finished up on Ursa, sure. Blade Mail coming up on Spirit Breaker. That's gonna be a nice item for him to have. And then they see the scout out on excuse me. They see the scout out on percent on that silencer. It's gonna be farming all by himself. And Aegis does get reclaimed, so unfortunately Dragon not able to make the most of it, but hey, they took Aegis, so who cares? That's 1k gold going in their favor. And Viz Room getting used up by Drago. I don't know if there's any vision on the side of F Logic, but there's not. Sounds thought about it. They're pinging it. They want to go for it. Nation Prophet is right around the corner, and the whole entire team is starting to rotate. They're coming in. Nice little stun coming up from the Silencer, dropping his ulti. They're going to go straight for the Earthshaker, who almost has his Blink Dagger. He's actually going to TP out immediately. He will not be able to make it out of there. The damage is a little bit too much, and he gets 2 intelligence stolen because, you know, when you're a support and your team is not doing as well as you want them to, you die a lot. Granted, F Logic are not doing that bad at this point in the game, so I can't say that much, but, you know, it's kind of how it works. So that was a very unfortunate fight. They did lose the Earthshaker, who is pretty darn close to a Blink Dagger. He's going to be losing quite a bit of gold, and I'm going to see this one for Brawl. He lost 309 gold, which looks like that was matching his reliable gold, so yeah. So he loses basically almost his reliable gold, because he died. And structure does go down. Radiant actually losing a tower up top, so tier 1 for tier 2. Definitely a worthwhile trade. Silencer's around the corner, just going to go ahead and get ready to defend. His team is showing up here in a second. Spirit Breaker can charge in 2. Will he go for is a big question. Garcraft's actually going to go ahead and TP out. And TP out will happen. Meanwhile, DVG been a little bit greedy, going for some farm. He will be farming his own jungle. And that's going to be a Manta style recipe. Yep, this full Manta style fully finished up. So DVG knows what's up, has 500 damage in the bank when he crits, and he will have a lot more now that he has a full Manta style fixed up. We'll see how well this Manta style serves him in these fights, because, I mean, yeah, sure, you can get rid of the silence from Silencer, which is probably the biggest thing to get rid of, but you do still have to worry about the control coming out from Spirit Breaker and also Vengeful Spirit. Luckily, there's no shenanigans like a Witch Doctor, so no caskets bouncing. And Ursa's damage output, I mean, it's Ursa, you can never count his damage output out, but versus F Logic's damage output, and we're speaking purely physical damage. Invoker did go for Quas Exort, so keep in mind his physical damage is okay, especially when he puts all his points inside of his Exort. His right click will be pretty surmisable. I was at 21 per instance, so 21 times 3, 63. So yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Invoker. Thanks. I was just doing the math. Good guy, Tiswo, or Tiswo. Man, I should pronounce his name right. Makes me feel bad. But yeah, but the right-click damage from Invokers is pretty. I mean, you can't ignore it. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's still there. Meanwhile, Juggernaut, his right-click is actually looking pretty nice, especially when he crits. And you have the Gargapter, whose right-click is coming online too. So the physical damage from F Logic is getting split between a few different heroes, which is going to work out really well for them now that we're finally at the stage where everybody has passed their awkward stage. A big team fight is about to break out in a second. Invoker, no tornado available, has an Ice Wall instead. They're going to try to find the Vengeful Spirit. They're dropping the Zeus ulti. Here comes Ice Wall. They catch the Vengeful Spirit, so no swap for you. She does not have buyback, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, only 21 gold going to her name. And the only person with buyback is Ursa. Probably the most important person to have it. But a smoke gank for a Vengeful Spirit, I think it's worth it. Oh, okay. Now this top tower goes down. It's definitely not worth this top tower goes down. Now we got Juggernaut trying to go for the chase instead. Drops his little illusions and Prophet playing a little bit of fire. Juggernaut almost in range. Okay, he wasn't that close, but he was pretty darn close in my eyes to dropping that ulti. You know, Juggernaut loses is going to help him push his top lane back, and now Prof is going to do that split push thing because Sleep is not asleep. He has an Orchids, he can solo kill, he has a Maelstrom, so he can actually push relatively fast. Meanwhile, Spirit Breaker is actually charged on top of Juggernaut. Juggernaut needs to be careful, has an ulti available too. He might be able to actually turn the fight if Prophet doesn't show up. It looks like Prophet will show up. Here comes the Orchids, there goes the Mantle getting popped. Beautiful timing on that. Drops the ulti all in on top of Spirit Breaker's face, gets himself one kill, only an unfortunate kill. Now Garkup shows around the corner, they're going all in. Here comes a kill on top of Invincible Spirit, here comes a kill on top of Spirit Breaker. 2 kills, 3 kills going the way of F-Logic. The rotation is there. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, we got Silencer getting chased by the Earthshaker, chain stunning like a baller, has the whole entire Blink Dagger finished up. Zeus dropping the nukes from the far side, and from downtown, Gyrocopter drops the right click, triple kill going his way. And that's going to be a nice series of kills, so F-Logic finally have some room to get some more towers. Split push, not enough to hold them down. Not nearly enough. That's what they say right now. Hey, Ethelyn, sorry. Ethelyn's finished up on Zeus. I wonder, I never figured out if Ethelyn's increases the range of Blink. Because if it does, that's kind of strong. Kind of. Not too terribly strong, but, you know, kind of strong. Anywho, all that aside, Zeus is doing really well for himself. He has the Ethelyn, has been supporting his team pretty well. The magic damage has been forcing Drago to be really honest with their abilities. And Ursa was forced to build a BKB. Has not used it yet. That's one big thing. And as far as what his next item is going to be, it's going to be a Blink Dagger. I was going to say maybe his next item needs to be... Yeah, I wasn't going to say Blink Dagger. I don't know what I was going to say, but it was not going to be a Blink Dagger. That's not what I was going to say. Blink Dagger going to be really nice for him to actually jump in and get in the middle of those fights. And just get on top of somebody and just wreck him. Because if he can just jump on top of someone like Zeus, then Zeus has no more ability to cast a bunch of spells. And he just pretty much becomes a useless thing. Like, he's useless because he's dead. Same thing for Earthshaker. If Earthshaker gets jumped on, then he will probably die relatively fast once Ursa gets in on him. So we see a team fight about to happen. Observer from the Radiant. Oh man, Invoker a little bit hasty on that trigger. They do see him. They're thinking they have Observers, but no, they don't have Observers. They actually just had a very impatient Invoker. I think the Wave of Terror was scouted out. They see it. Both sides see it. And now they're saying, hey, they're doing roast. Bro, they're doing roast. And they're pinging. Prophet's trying to push as hard as he can. Gonna go ahead and just continue to push. And I think this is ulti. We see an engagement happen. We got Sheepstick getting used on top of DVG. DVG gonna be in a lot of trouble. Gonna get hit with the silencer ult, and here comes he can pop the Manta style, but no, he's in chain stun to death. Goes down before it happens. Nice coordination from Drago, forcing down the Juggernaut. Now Zeus is gonna be the next person to go down. Has the ulti available, but sadly can't pop anything because he's dead, and he will be falling down. Now Ursa coming in. Nice Earthshaker ulti on the background. Prophet gonna be going down. It looks like Spirit Breaker charging right on top of the Invoker. Invoker's still trying to go for the right clicks. A lot of damage coming from Ursa. He finally goes down. Guard comes to dies too, and Invoker getting turned into a picky because hey, why not? It looks like it's gonna be a full-on team wipe in favor of Dragon. Now Prophet's gonna go ahead and TP in, force the issue. Gonna try to push as hard as he can. His team's ready to go. They want to do this, try to get as much room as possible. F-Logic, they have buybacks available on Juggernaut and Invoker respectively, and Gyrocopter too. But looks like they're not gonna use them just yet. They're gonna wait for the high ground push, which I think is a very wise thing to do. Tier 2, your Tier 2's gone. Yeah, it's already half HP. Oh, that sucks. Okay, top tower died to creeps. That I wasn't counting on that part. Wait, Fortify gonna come through. And by the time these guys start getting to the high ground, Juggernaut and Gyrocopter collectively should be up. And I think this is time for these guys to go... No, okay, it's bad time for them to go Roche. They need to go heal up and deal with this creep wave down bottom on Drago's side. So TP coming in from Hell on that Invincible Spirit, and also coming in from Meow Meow on that Spirit Breaker. And this is turning out to be like a much closer than what I was initially given credit for. F-Logic's lineup, while I wasn't counting on their tri-lane to be as strong as it was, or as successful, let me put it that way, I wasn't expecting it to be as successful as it was. Makes a lot of sense, because I mean, Ursa gets kited pretty hard, and if you have someone like a Zeus that can just drop nukes and Earthshaker who can just break up his pathing, then you can have a relatively good time. And Gyrocopter was there for the damage. See, I still don't know how I feel about Gyrocopter, because I mean, yeah, sure, he can kill people easily with this rocket barrage, if he can get like maybe 2 points inside of it. But at the time that it was happening early, I was like, yeah, this doesn't look all that fancy. But luckily for them though, Invoker doing fantastic in his lane, Silencer getting wrecked pretty hard, and Juggernaut, same concept, doing really well in his lane. Actually, you know, Prophet wasn't really getting wrecked, but Prophet was getting his own free farm. So Juggernaut and Prophet were getting their own respective free farms. Meanwhile, Earthshaker blinks forward. They do reveal the fact that they're smoked up. I think the Radiant are ready for a fight. They're all rotating towards bottom. This will be whoever wins the next fight will win the next Roche. And looks like the next roast will be getting won by somebody. I think they need to back up. Yeah, Zeus is going to be the only one, the only casualty. No, Garkov's actually coming in. He's committing to this. There's the Sunstrike coming through. Zeus actually faking the ulti. Drops the ulti. Damage is abundant right now. Vince going to get killed with the Garkov just on the tail end. She will be the only sacrificial lamb in this whole entire fight. Zeus and crew will be able to pick up that kill. So VS does go down. And Observer Ward, Sentry Ward getting placed by the Dire. Nice Sentry Ward, and Silencer has an Invis, or has a Shadow Blade available, so he's gonna go ahead and just try to run towards the Roshan pit. A nice little regen room for him if he wants it. So let's Zeus pick it up. He doesn't know what kind of vision that they have around this corner, so they're gonna go ahead and sacrifice the Rosh. And once again, the healing ward coming on top of the high ground for Juggernaut. I guess it makes sense, so that way you don't reveal the fact that you're doing Rosh, because the heal, like I think the heal radius comes through the darkness, or comes through the fog. But as far as vision for the Radiant, they have no vision of this. Of course they know what's happening, but they can't do anything about it. Oh, wrong buttons. There we go. Oh, wrong button. Too many buttons. Ugh. So gross. Alright, so taking a look at the level of supports, because it's always important to know what level your support is. Depending on what level they are determines how... Ooh, yeah, okay, that's a bad idea. Good. They back away. Depending on what levels your support are, determines how effective they are. Because the more levels your supports have, the more... hold on, before we talk about that, we got Earthshaker taking quite a bit of damage from the Silencer. Silencer's going to go all in on top of this. He has a TP available. Looks like he will be able to get the kill with the last word. And now as Garkov shows up around the corner, the TP going to be coming out. Garkov has no MKB. Going to go ahead and let Silencer TP out of there. So one kill going towards Silencer. One solo kill. A very nice kill indeed. Wonderful kill, in fact. Right, but like I was saying, the level of supports is going to be important because the higher level your supports are, the more mana, the more survivability, and possibly the more gold they have, and also the more effective their abilities will be. So Vengeful Spirit, for instance, if she's level 11, that would be really great. So that means she does have the extra range from her ulti because she is level 13. And as far as the other supports, yeah, they're all level 11, so above level 11 that is. So that means that they have level 2 of their ultis. The most important level 2 ulti is still Vengeful Spirit in my honest opinion, because that extra range helps out a ton. So the range at level 1 is 700, which for anybody who needs a range identifier for what 700 looks like, that's basically the range of, I think, Drow Ranger. I think her range, no, Techies. Techies has an attack range of 700. Exactly 700. So that extra 250 that you get with the upgrade for Nether Swap basically means that you can swap people out of their vision range at nighttime. It also means that that you can be from a safer distance behind your carry, and then you can actually swap if you need to save their lives. So it's really helpful in that respect. Meanwhile, Sunstrike from Invoker going to be slapping that Vengeful Spirit in the face because hey, why not? Just being a big bully. The Observer did die. They did have one around the corner. And speaking around the corner, they're going to go ahead and press the fact that we had the advantage. They had the Aegis on Juggernaut. They're ready to go for it. Scotty fully finished up on Juggernaut. I saw he get purges, but I forgot about it. That means it's going to be more stats for Juggernaut. A lot harder to kill him during the Silencer ulti. And a lot harder for Ursa to just chew through him. Armor is not necessarily the best answer versus an Ursa, but I mean, it really does help. But hey, why get armor? We can just get armor in the form of everything else. Anyway, Curse of Silent coming through, helping him kill a wave. Juggernaut dropping the heal, Ursa going in, drops the Manta Style immediately from Juggernaut, so Manta Style is going to be on cooldown. Now Ursa taking so much damage, he will be forced to pop the BKB and pop the ulti. Meanwhile, fights happen around the backside, somebody getting turned to Piggy, dying might be going down here. If he can drop his ulti, it will be great, but looks like he will not be able to. His team will be ready to re-engage the fight though. Nature Prophet dropping the Tree Sprouts in the middle, they're going to get the tower. Ursa could get a nice little ulti on top of one person, forcing the damage they hit Prophet though. And there's a nice ulti from Zeus. Did he refresh already? No, that's just his ulti initially. Silencer drops the ulti, and now we got damage coming on top of Vengeful Spirit. This looks like the Radiant Dire have finally broken the base, so F Logic will be able to get themselves some new ground going their way. Ursa did, in fact, buy back into this fight, if I'm not mistaken. No, he didn't buy back. He just didn't die. Yeah, he has buyback available though. But they're going to blink forward, go for the Gyrocopter. Nice Tornado Stick coming on top of the Spirit Break and make sure the Gyrocopter stays alive. Glimmer Cape can use the top of Gyro as well. They're going for the damage. Damage is there. They're going to be able to get a team wipe in total on Drago's lineup. And I don't know if they should go straight for Throne. I think they should force some buybacks. If they can force 2 buybacks, then they'll be fine. If they can force everybody to buy back, they'll be perfect. If they can just win the game, then they should just win the game. Looks like Ursa buys back into the game. He's going to go ahead and go for the last stand. Ulti's available. Might be able to jump in there and get something done. Looks like the answer is going to be a negative. Just buying back just to show off his claws. And there's a secondary buyback Spirit Breaker. He can charge in now if he wants to. He's gonna go ahead and charge in. They're gonna go for it. Ursa's blinking in. BKB getting pumped. They're waiting for the BKB cooldown. Going for the damage top of Garcop. The Garcop will be going down. Actually, no, the Glimmer Cape a little bit too strong. Here's the Deafening Blast. Stop his Spirit Breaker in his tracks. Garcop does finally fall down there. Spirit Breaker will be getting swapped by the Vincent Spirit. So nice play from them. But looks like the racks, there's like the throne will still be going down. Damage is necessary. Sorry, negative damage. Stopping them from damaging it is necessary. And Ursa looks like he's getting splatted. Oh, the damage. And there's the Ancient. Gonna be going down. GG, well played. Nice, hard fought game for F-Logic. With a lineup that looked very, very derpy, extremely derpy, to be honest with you. Like, and by derpy I mean like, you know, okay, I don't know what they're trying to go for here. It worked out really well for them. The tri-lane, I underestimate the tri-lane strongly, and I guess I need to renew my respect for support Zeus, because it's not that bad, but it's just, I mean, come on, Octarine Core Zeus, that's like so cool. Anywho, my biases aside, F-Logic do win this game, so they do pull a game out from Drago's teeth, and Drago had a really rough start, so it all came down to F-Logic just having a much better landing stage, and yeah, they just kind of ran away with it, so it was really nice. So really well played game on both sides, really well played game for everybody involved, and thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to check out more of my stuff, feel free to check me out on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota, that's CulBluDota. That's where I post all my VODs and stuff for Dota commentaries. And you can also check out my live stream if you ever catch me live, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu, that's CulBlu. And that's really it. So hope you guys enjoyed the game as much as I did, and I'll see you guys whenever.